Hey guys, Scott, we're here. I just thought I'd just give you the rundown of I think the season. I think it's going to be division predictions. Okay, we're going to start with the AFC North. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win the division. I think the Ravens are going to finish in second. I think that Cleveland will finish third, and I think Pittsburgh will finish fourth. All right, I'm going to start from the very top. I might be a little biased, but I think we got the best offense in the NFL. I don't think it's even close. I think Kansas City is going to take a step back. I think we got a top 5 offensive line. We got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Hopefully Joe Mixon stays healthy the whole year. And we have a solid tight end that's there. And then on defense, we got Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, Chidobe Awuzie, Cam Taylor, Mike Hilton. Daxton Hill, I hope, is a dog because I'm not a Michigan fan. So if he sucks, I'm going to be very pissed off about that. But yeah, I think we're anywhere from a 14 to 16 win team. Oh, let's go to Baltimore. I think Baltimore's probably going to finish second in the division because we got Lamar Jackson. I am a fan of Lamar Jackson. I am. I just hate playing against him because we know how he can get, but he's not been able to stay healthy over the last few years. But I think Lamar Jackson's still going to be pretty solid. I think the Ravens are going to finish as a 10 to 11 win team if everything goes right for them, and I think they're going to be potentially a wild card. I know they got some weapons and stuff, but we'll just see how they can healthy. Obviously, third in the division, I'm going to go Cleveland. No one knows what the hell Cleveland's going to do, because I'm going to tell you right now, if Deshaun Watson plays like Texans Deshaun Watson, we're in trouble. They may win the division if Deshaun Watson plays like he did in Houston. I want to say they got Nick Chubb, they got Denzel Ward, they got a good secondary, they got some good weapons for Deshaun Watson. So it's not like he's throwing to a bunch of nobodies out there. So we'll see. Pittsburgh. Yes, I'm a Bengals fan. I'm going to say Pittsburgh. I don't care. Anyway, I don't think Kenny Pickett's all that good. I do like George Pickens. That dude's a dog. Najee Harris, I don't know. I think he'll be decent. I don't know. The line, I think, will be better. Obviously, on defense, they have TJ Watt. They just signed Alex Highsmith today. I hate Minka Fitzpatrick, but he's pretty good. I don't know who their corner is going to be besides Joey Porter Jr. And he got burned anyway. He's not even going to be that good. But yeah. But as for Cleveland, I think they could be, if everything goes right, they may win the division, which means I would not be surprised if the Browns are a 12 to 13 win team if Deshaun Watson plays like Houston Deshaun Watson. If he doesn't, they're probably going to be a 7 to 8 win team, and just Stefanski may get fired. As for Pittsburgh, I think they're probably I think they're 8 and 9. I really do. They may finish with 9 or 10 wins, just because it's Mike Tomlin. And here's the craziest thing: the AFC North realistically could all get in the playoffs. I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll just go on from there. We're going to go to the AFC East. I think Miami's going to win the division. I think Buffalo is going to finish in second. The Jets are going to finish third, and the Patriots are going to finish fourth. Okay, I know some people, if there's some Bills fans out here, I apologize about that, but why am I picking the Miami Dolphins to win over the Buffalo Bills? Well, quite the same. Okay, so if Tua stays healthy for the entire year, which I think he's going to, hopefully because I like him, they have Jalen Waddle, they have Tyreek Hill. I heard they might go get Dalvin Cook. And they got Jalen Ramsey. I hate him, but he is the best. He is one of the best corners in the game. And that definitely changes them a lot. So like I said, I think Miami's going to win the division. I think Buffalo's going to finish second. I still think they're going to be good. I just don't think they're going to win the division. I just don't think they're going to win the division because after what I saw from Josh Allen down the stretch, he turns the ball over a decent amount. I like Josh Allen, I do, but can't turn the ball over like that. I mean, barely squeaked by Miami with their third-string quarterback. You got smacked by us, so yeah, you're not going to win the division. I think the Jets are going to finish the third. Everyone needs to think that Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers plays for the Jets, they're going to be a 14-win team, right? No, absolutely not. No. Are they going to be better? Absolutely. You know, they got one of the best defenses. They got arguably the best corner in football, which is Sauce Gardner. But there's still some question marks with him. I mean, how good is Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he's going to be 40, I think, sometime next year. And, we'll see, man. But I think the Jets, at the very best, are an 11-win team. And I don't even know if that's going to get them into the playoffs because the AFC is stacked. We're going to go to the Patriots. I know if my Uncle Dallas sees this, he probably ain't going to be fond of that. But I think the Patriots are going to be absolutely terrible. I think Mac Jones sucks. There's a lot of question marks on offense. Their offensive line's not that good. You think Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be your good number one receiver? I highly doubt it. Now, they got a top defense. They always had a top defense with Bill Belichick, but that's about it. Let's move on to the AFC West. Unfortunately, until someone comes up, I still think Kansas City is going to win the division. Do I think they're going to be as dominant? No, I don't. I think they're going to take a little bit of a step back. They lost some pieces. I still think they're going to be a 12 to 13 win team? Potentially, yeah. I would say probably around the 11, 12 maybe. I don't think they're going to win 14 games again. Especially, yeah, they got a good offensive line. Obviously, they have Mahomes. They have Travis Kelce, but there's some question marks at wide receiver for them. Their defense, realistically, honestly, is not that great. They were the 17th best defense last year. That is pathetic. I think the Chargers are going to finish in second. I still think their head coach sucks absolutely bad. I mean, he's a defensive coordinator. I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach, and his team literally gave up 30 unanswered points when they were up 27-0 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I don't know how in the hell he was able to keep his job. But okay, that makes sense. I guess we'll just see how that goes. But they got, Justin Herbert's the top 5 quarterback. Austin Eckler, we'll see how that goes. They got Joey Bosa, my former Buckeye. The Chargers, they got some foundational pieces. I just don't know if it's going to work out. They're not going to win the division. They may get a wild card, which is why I think they're going to finish second. But because they have a terrible coach, personally, I don't know if it's going to go their way. We got Denver coming in third. I think with the addition of Sean Payton, I think the Broncos are going to be much better. Are they going to be a playoff team? Yeah, I don't know about that. But I think they're going to be a lot better. Like I said, playoff team, I don't know. But we'll see. I think there's no way Russell Wilson can have that bad of a year again. If he does, something's drastically going to be happening. But other than that, I really don't think that Denver's going to be that bad again. Will they be a playoff team? Personally, from my understanding, no, I don't. I think they'll probably be a 9 to 10 win team. And I still don't think that's going to get them in because the AFC is stacked. But, I think they'll be better. They still have some solid places on defense. We'll see the other Raiders. They really didn't do much this offseason, really. They let Derek Carr go. He's with the Saints now. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo, who may not even play a snap for him because he failed his physical. I like Josh McDaniels. Is he a good head coach? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be very good. But who knows? They drafted. I thought they had a decent draft, and Max Crosby is still there. Chandler Jones could only hopefully have a better year because he had a bad year last year with the Raiders. They went 6-11. I say Las Vegas is probably the very best, probably a 9-win team. But if they do good enough to where Josh McDaniels doesn't get fired and gives them a third chance, I think they'll have an opportunity there maybe in that year. But for where I see it right now, I think the Raiders are probably a 7 to 8 win team. Nothing really special. Let's go on to the AFC South. I think the Jags win it. I think Tennessee finishes second. I think the Texans finish third. And I think the Colts finish fourth. All right, let's go with my predictions. Jacksonville is going to be good. That is a team that personally scares me to win the AFC. And I'm going to turn some music back on for you guys. I feel like I got like some playing. I think the Jaguars are going to win the AFC South. I think they're going to be an 11 to 12 win team. I think they're going to be a lot better. We'll see how they go, but I do think Jacksonville is going to win the AFC South, barring any injuries for them. I don't like Trevor Lawrence, but I think the Jags will win the AFC South. Tennessee, will they be better because they have DeAndre Hopkins? Yes. Will they be great? Hell no. Tennessee is going to be absolutely terrible. Ryan Tannehill is 34 years old, I think, and he's really Ryan Tannehill is just not good anymore. And Will Levis isn't doing good in training camp, so I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback, but they're going to be better. I said they're probably a 4 to 5 win team until they got D-Hop. Now, I'm thinking probably the 7 to 8 win range. Probably. They're not going to beat us. They're going to get smacked by us. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, I think Tennessee's a 7 to 8 win team. Derrick Henry's on the final year of his contract. If Tennessee does not re-sign him, that is going to be the biggest mistake they ever make because he's the best running back in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, that dude is a freaking dog. D-Hop, I think, do I think he's a future Hall of Famer? I think so. Do I think he's a first ballot? I don't know about that, but if he could put in a couple more healthy years, I think he could do just that. All right, let's go down to the Texans. My boy C.J. Stroud, former Buckeye, now the new starting quarterback for the Texans. Their offense really is not all that bad. They got Dameon Pierce. They drafted some guys, and they have Robert Woods. So I think their offense will be solid. I think they'll have a sneaky good offense, but I think their defense is absolutely still going to suck. I mean, Will Anderson will make their defense better, but is it going to be great? No, absolutely not. I think the Texans are probably... I would not be shocked if the Texans did better than Tennessee, but as I see it right now, I'd probably put them as a 7-win team at the very best. Maybe 8. Some people believe in 9. I'm not going that far. Now we got the Colts. No one knows what the Colts are going to do. Anthony Richardson's unproven. They don't have a true number 1 wideout. Their O-line's somewhat falling apart. Their defense is not as good. There's a lot of questions with the Colts. I don't want to predict a record because anything could happen, but I think the Colts are still going to finish last in the division. Yeah. All right, that is the AFC stuff. Let's get to the NFC, guys. Let's start with this part of the NFC first. Let's go to the NFC North. I think Detroit's going to win it. I think Minnesota's going to finish second. I think Chicago is going to finish third, and I think Green Bay is going to be dead last. Explain? Okay. I mean, Detroit. Other than Kansas City and a couple teams who ended the season on a high note by winning the game, Detroit literally ended Green Bay's chances of going to the playoffs last year. Even though they didn't make the playoffs. Because I think that Seattle won or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, Seattle won. So Seattle won, which knocked Detroit from the playoffs. But I remember Dan Campbell, the Lions head coach, said if we're not going, they're not going, and they knocked them out of the playoffs, which I think is pretty cool. So, Lions fan, they should be a lot of optimism for the season. I think Detroit's going to win the division. I think they're going to win 11 to 12 games, and I hope they smack Kansas City. Do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't, but I can always hope. But I think the Lions are going to win the AFC North. I think Jared Goff is a very underrated quarterback. They have Amon St. Brown. They have a top 5 offensive line. Their defense is going to be better. They have Aiden Hutchinson. They have guys. They're going to be a lot better, and I think Detroit will win the division on a silver plate. Let's go to Minnesota. Well, they let Dalvin Cook walk. That doesn't help them at all. They still have Kirk Cousins, who I think is a very solid NFL quarterback. I think Kirk Cousins, I would put him as probably the 10th best starting quarterback in the league. But the fact, I just saw that Kirk Cousins, they had to give him a long-term extension or they'll let him walk. I don't know what's going to happen. I still think the Vikings defense is going to be absolutely trash. But no doubt Justin Jefferson's still going to be, the Vikings I still think are going to be competitive. Now, they're not going to go 13-4 and win 11 one-score games like that ever again. That's not going to happen again. They got lucky, and I think Minnesota right now, at the very best is probably a 10-win team. They're not going to win 13 games again. I say probably 9. Let's go to Chicago. So I think Chicago had the best, adding talent-wise, other than this other team I'm going to talk about. So I think Chicago had the second best offseason in the NFL. They had a lot of money in free agency, and they went out and spent it. They got Tremaine Edmonds. They got T.J. Edwards. They got guys that's going to make their defense better because their defense was absolutely terrible last year. I think Justin Fields is going to be a lot better. Is he going to be like a Pro Bowl quarterback? That's kind of hard to tell. I hope he is. I don't know, but we'll see. They got DJ Moore. That also helped. Their offensive line was absolutely terrible last year, guys. Justin Fields got sacked, I think, I think Fields got sacked 52 and a half times, which is absolutely unacceptable. I hope to God that never happens again, because I'm rooting for him, because I'm a Buckeye fan. I root for all my Buckeyes, even if they played for Schittsburg, which, yeah. But anyway, I think Chicago finishes third. I think they can win the North. I do think they can win the North. Do I think they're going to? No, I don't. I still think they're a year away. I mean, I think Chicago can win 10 games. I think they can. Do I think they're going to? No, I don't. I think they're an 8 to 9 win team. Unfortunately. But I think Fields is going to be better. I mean, he can freaking run, man. He took off for. I mean, that dude is pretty fast. He's a dog. I love that guy. All right, let's go to Green Bay. They traded Aaron Rodgers away. Green Bay is going to be terrible. I think Matt LaFleur is not that good of a head coach. I think just because he had Aaron Rodgers. But, we'll see. I don't think Jordan Love's going to be terrible. I just don't think he's going to step in right away and make the Pro Bowl or anything. I mean, Green Bay's going to be terrible. They're going to be a 5 to 6 win team. They're going to be bad. Let's go to the NFC South. Okay, this is going to be interesting because this might be a biased opinion on this from my perspective because I believe in him a lot. I think the Falcons are going to win the division. I think the Saints are going to finish second. I think Carolina finishes third. And I think Tampa Bay is the worst team in the division. All right, let me explain. Okay. Atlanta literally got the best running back in the draft, Bijan Robinson. And that dude's a dog. I hope to get him in fantasy, hopefully. But he's going to be a dog, man. He is going to be absolutely incredible for the Falcons. And I think the Falcons, I think they're going to win 10 to 11 games. I think they're going to win the division. Bijan Robinson helps. Desmond Ridder, will he be the starting quarterback the whole year? Only time will tell, but as of right now, the way I see it, I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to win 10 to 11 games, win the division. We got New Orleans. Dennis Allen is not that good of a head coach. Can he win the division? Absolutely. But that's going to depend. Chris Olave cannot be the only weapon that you throw to. Michael Thomas has to stay healthy. The offensive line is still a strength. Defensively, they took a little bit of a step back because of injuries. Everyone has to stay healthy. But I think they're probably, and I think they're in the same boat as Atlanta. They can get 10 to 11 wins. Will they? No, I think they're going to finish with 9. Let's go to Carolina. So Carolina took out Bryce Young with the first overall pick in this year's draft. And before... Now, he just started getting better, but I've been watching minicamp and stuff a lot on a lot of players, and when the first time I saw minicamp on Bryce Young, he sucked. He couldn't complete passes. He couldn't even throw the ball very well. Oh, he's getting a lot better. He is slated to be their starting quarterback week 1. We'll see how that goes. They gave him weapons to succeed off the bat. They signed former Philadelphia Eagles running back Miles Sanders. So the Carolina Panthers, because they don't have Christian McCaffrey anymore. So Miles Sanders now comes to Carolina. I think he's going to help them. Von Bell, a former Bengal, I hope he does well. Another former Bengal, Hayden Hurst in Carolina, and Adam Thielen. So I think Bryce Young, personally for me, year 1 as a rookie. I think C.J. Stroud is going to have the better rookie year and the better pro career. I still think about the Carolina and the Texans, they'll be better. But will they be great? No. I'd probably say the Panthers are probably right in the middle, a 7 to 8 win team at the very best. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Oh my God. Okay, I think I saw on ESPN that Tampa Bay is predicted to win 4 games. That sounds about right. That's probably where I would put them. I put at the very best probably a 6-win team at the very best. I mean, they're going to suck. Yes, they have Mike Evans. Yes, they have Chris Godwin. Yes, they have a solid defense. Their O-line is terrible. Their secondary is not that good. Baker Mayfield is going to be the starting quarterback? No. I think Kyle Trask is going to see the field soon. Do I still even think Kyle Trask is going to be good? I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, Tampa Bay is going to be the worst team in the division. They're absolutely terrible. They're going to be bad. So I got the South. I got the North. Let's head on to the NFC West, shall we? I think San Francisco's winning it. I think Seattle takes second. I think the Rams finish third. And I think Arizona finishes fourth. All right, let me explain here. Okay, San Francisco. I hate San Francisco with a dying passion. The second most team I hate other than Schittsburg. But San Francisco, they have too much talent not to finish as the top of the division. Christian McCaffrey makes them better for one. I just don't know who their starting quarterback is going to be week one. Maybe Sam Darnold. I think they're going to start out a little rough, but I still think they're going to win the division. I think they're going to be really, really good. And if they're going to be good. They still have Deebo Samuel. They had arguably the best defense last year. They're going to be tough to beat. At Seattle, I'm not saying Seattle can't win the division. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Yes, Geno Smith proved he could be a good quarterback. They drafted Jackson Smith-Njigba, who I think is going to help this offense. DK Metcalf is a 1,000-yard receiver. He can still healthy. Lockett's pretty good. Kenneth Walker's coming off a great rookie year. Their O-line, which was a weakness with Russell Wilson, is one of their strengths. They have a great defense, and they drafted well. And they re-signed Bobby Wagner. So do I think Seattle can win the division? I think they can. Will they? No, I don't think they will. I think Seattle will probably... I think they'll be better. I think Seattle will probably be a 10 to 11 win team. I think San Francisco will probably finish 12, 13, maybe 14. But, yeah, I think Seattle will finish second. The Rams. The team that beat us in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Yeah. Thanks, Isaiah Prince. You fatty. Well, let's get into that. I mean, I don't think the Rams are, like, terrible. I mean, they still have talent. They have Aaron Donald, who's the best defensive tackle in NFL history. They have Cooper Kupp. They have Matthew Stafford. Their O-line, we'll see how that happens. Their defense is going to take a step back. Cam Akers, I don't think's that good. I mean, they still have some talent. I don't think they're going to be all that great, though. I think they're probably going to be, at the very best, I think they're going to be an 8-win team. I think they're going to be in the mushy middle. Not good, but not absolutely terrible. Yeah, let's go to the Arizona Cardinals. Oh my God, the Arizona Cardinals are gonna suck. I think they're gonna be the worst team in the NFL. I personally think they may win 1 to 2 games, if that. Kyler Murray's recovering for surgery, who I'm not the biggest fan of. Their receiving core is okay. They have a solid running back. They have the worst offensive line in the league. They have the worst defense in the league. I mean, Arizona's gonna suck, plain and simple. Let's head to the final division, NFC East. I hate Philadelphia. They're going to win the division again. Frankly, I think Philadelphia's going to win the NFC. I think Philadelphia is probably going to go 15-2, 16-1. They got better. How? Well, they just drafted 3 Georgia players, and then they just traded for one. So that automatically makes them better. DeAndre Swift, the former Bulldog from Detroit, yeah, he plays for Philadelphia now. But, I mean, they got Jalen Hurts. They got A.J. Brown. They have Devontae Smith. They had the best O-line last year. They had arguably the best defense last year. They had 70 sacks. Something that's not been done since the 85 Bears. I mean, Philadelphia, I think, is going to be better, and I think they're going to win the NFC, but are they going to win the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. I personally think my Super Bowl prediction is Cincinnati and Philadelphia, so if that's the case, we'll see it Super Bowl 57, Philadelphia. Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be good. I think they're going to be a little bit better because they got Brandon Cooks. That's going to be a good number 2 weapon for Dak. I think Cowboys, depending on how many interceptions Dak throws, because he threw a lot last year. I think Dallas is a 12 to 13 win team. I think if Dak doesn't turn the ball over. If he does, I think they're a 10 to 11 win team. But I think they'll still be good. I still think they'll be a playoff team. But I think Dallas is going to win 12 to 13 games with Brandon Cooks. I think that's going to help them tremendously. That's not going to win the division, but they're going to be pretty good. The Giants, my second favorite team. I'm sorry. Yes, that is my second favorite team. You can hate all you want, blah, 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 whatever. It's my dad's favorite team when he was alive, so I like the Giants too. The Giants, they have some talent. Do they have a lot of talent? Hell no, absolutely not, no. I think Daniel Jones, I think he's going to get a little better because they put weapons around him. They have Darren Waller. They drafted John Hyatt. Well, I think it's a steal, actually. I'm kind of shocked that Cincinnati didn't get him because I don't know if Tyler Boyd's going to come back after this year or not. But Saquon Barkley, I just saw. I don't know if he's going to sign the franchise tag or not. And quite frankly, if Saquon doesn't play the whole year, I think the Giants are screwed. And I think they have some good defensive players. Dexter Lawrence, they have a good I think they have a solid O-line. Okay, so if Saquon plays the whole year, I think the Giants are a 10 to 11 win team at the very best. They're just not all the way there yet, like Philadelphia and Dallas are. If Saquon pulls a Le'Veon Bell and sits out the whole year, I think the Giants are probably going to be kind of bad, 7 to 8 win team, but that's kind of how we put them. All right, let's go to the last team in the division and the last team on the list, the Washington Commanders. Sam Howell is going to be their starting quarterback. A 5th-round draft pick from the last year's draft. Is he going to be good? I have no idea. I can't say anything because I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, they have a good defense. They have Terry McLaurin. They have weapons. Their line's not that great, but it's better. Do I still think they're going to be good? I don't know. As I see it right now, until I see Sam Howell take off or whatever, I think the Commanders are probably a 6 to 7 win team. If everything goes right for them, because Sam Howell might do something that a lot of people don't expect, they could win 10 games and maybe save Ron Rivera's job. I just know this is Ron Rivera's last chance. If they have a bad year, he is fired. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I given my prediction of the division standings for the upcoming season. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and always I will see you guys in the next video. Sky Warrior signing out. Goodbye, guys.